What is this, the third portal opening this month? These things are popping up like mushrooms.
54 portals worldwide and 20 more already under construction.
Pretty soon we'll be able to reach every corner of the world within a few minutes.
Oh, isn't that great? Now there'll be no place left to get away from it all.
They're coming through.
Wow. After all the trips I've taken through interdimensional space, it's still an exhilarating feeling. My name is Glenn Ballard, and as the Secretary of Transportation, it is my privilege to declare this portal station officially open. I'd like now to introduce two of our Talon friends whom you may already know. Dan, our North American companion, and Zoor, the leader of the Talon Synod.
It pleases me greatly to see the results of the ongoing cooperation between the Talon and human communities. In my eyes, this portal represents the doorway between our peoples, one which we have opened together.
Indeed, the ongoing construction of the portal network would not be possible without the tireless work of the human director of portal research, Dr. Jeffrey Whitfield.
I cannot tell you what a thrill it has been to study and implement this exciting new technology, which I believe will take us one step closer to creating a global community, which all humans and Talons are truly neighbors.
Are you all right?
When I first joined this project, I didn't think it could...
Dr. Whitfield, get Talon and Zoor to the shuttle, now. Call an ambulance.
There's no pulse.
They are the companions. Aliens come to Earth on a mission of peace. Their true mission, the secrets they hide, forever alter humanity. Caught in the struggle between these Talon companions and the human resistance is Liam Kincaid. A man who's more than human. The mysteries of his past hold the key to Earth's future and the fate of mankind. On Earth, final conflict.
Something happened to Whitfield the moment before he collapsed. Some kind of energy discharge. He was standing in front of a portal. Maybe it affected him somehow.
No. I am quite certain the portals are safe.
How can you be so sure? We've had problems with them before.
An isolated incident of contamination from an external source. The portals have been in use on the Talon homeworld for centuries without a single fatality.
Even so, Zoor, the human public might blame the portal for what happened.
Then it is imperative that you find the real cause of his death as quickly as possible.
Until we do, it might be a good idea to shut down the portals anyway.
No. All portals will remain open, and construction of the new ones will go forward on schedule.
Is there something particularly important about the portal network?
As Daan said, it is a symbol of the cooperation between our peoples. We have made a commitment to share the benefits of our technology with your race. I do not wish to break that promise.
Major, We're due at the lab to examine the autopsy reports.
As much as I hate the idea of flinging my molecules through those interdimensional portals, they had absolutely nothing to do with this man's death.
Then what did kill him?
Something surprisingly traditional. He was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Massive dose of cyanide.
How does that relate to the energy flash I saw in his body?
I wish I knew. The poison was concentrated in the very center of his body, surrounded by massive tissue damage. It's as though some cyanide-type bomb exploded inside of him, so perhaps that's what you saw.
Could we be looking at a suicide? Perhaps Whitfield swallowed this cyanide bomb himself.
Well, the only thing wrong with that theory is the poison wasn't released in his stomach. It spread out from the middle of his chest cavity.
Are you saying they injected it directly into his chest?
What I'm saying is that I haven't the foggiest idea how that poison got in there. There isn't an injection mark or an entry wound anywhere on his body, and believe me, I've searched. I'm stumped.
Major, you're needed downtown. A Talon engineer from Don's staff is speaking at a press conference, and Don requested that you protect him. Thank you, Doctor.
As you're aware, the new portal station in this building was recently the site of a terrible tragedy in which the American people lost one of their most brilliant scientific minds, Dr. Jeffrey Whitfield. In the wake of his death, there's been some public concern about the safety of the portal system. I've asked one of our most prominent Talon advisors, Saal, to address that point.
I worked very closely with Dr. Whitfield, and like all of you, I desired an explanation for his death. After carefully examining the portal, I can confidently say that it played no part in this tragedy, and that it poses no risk to human safety.
So what killed Dr. Whitfield?
The autopsy shows that he died of cyanide poisoning. I'm afraid that he was murdered. We can't allow that to shake our confidence in Dr. Whitfield's great achievement. The portal network remains the safest.
Doors has entered the building. He's headed straight toward you.
Close up behind him.
What information do you have?
Oh, Jim, are you gonna try and stop me?
Still a free country, last I heard.
If there are no more questions.
I have a question, Mr. Secretary. Did you invite...
Security's stretched too tight to handle doors.
Your team's focused on all the key points of entry.
It wasn't necessary. Sal has much more experience with this technology than any human being.
That's true, but wouldn't it be in the Talon's best interest to tell us that their technology is safe, whether it is or not?
Your bias against the Talons is well known, Mr. Doors.
Medical emergency involving a Talon. We need help now.
Secure the room. Help me.
Do you appreciate the gravity of this situation? A Talon has never been murdered by a human before. Never.
Why do you assume the killer's human? He could just as easily be Talon.
My people do not commit cold-blooded murder as casually as yours do. It is inconceivable that a Talon would have sufficient reason to kill an ordinary engineer.
What about a Geridian scout? They have the ability to cloak themselves.
No. We've never observed the Geridians to do anything like this. Saal was disintegrated from within.
What could do something like that to a Talon?
Before today, I would have said nothing could. It is possible that a common energy disruptor could have caused such damage, but only if it were somehow placed inside his body.
Just like Whitfield and the cyanide.
Exactly. You must find out who is doing this and how.
We will track him down, and we will stop him by whatever means necessary.
No. You must use care.
But Zohar, this man is a terrorist.
And I expect you to find him quickly. But bring him to me alive.
I would expect Zohar, of all people, to be calling for blood. So why isn't he?
Maybe he wishes to know what motivation a human would have to commit such crimes.
I'm still not convinced the killer's human. Zohar himself has demonstrated that Talons are capable of murder. He's tried to have you killed more than once.
It is more complicated than that. Zohar is a leader with responsibilities to the entire Talon race. He genuinely believes that my ideas pose a threat to the common good.
You sound like you're justifying his actions.
No. But I wish to understand his reasoning. And in the case of these killings, I must agree with Zohar's assessment that a Talon is not responsible. There may be humans who are opposed to the spread of Talon technology and feel compelled to take action to defend their race.
You mean people like the resistance movement?
Yes.
If you're asking me whether the resistance assassinated Dr. Whitfield and Saal, then the answer is no.
Thank you, Liam. I'm sorry I asked.
Our technicians reviewed the news footage and security scans and pulled up visual images of everyone present at both the portal ceremony and Secretary Ballard's press conference.
And?
There were 22 people who were present at both events.
I assume you eliminated members of the security teams?
Yes, which left just 10 suspects. And then, as much as I hated to, for the sake of argument, I eliminated the members of the press.
And then there was one.
We ran the photo against the FBI databank. We have one Arnold Creighton, a former professor at MIT.
Why former?
He was an outspoken critic of the Talons ever since the day they arrived. He refused to participate in any research project that was based on Talon technology.
Which would push him right out of the mainstream.
And out of the flow of funding. The grant money that used to support Creighton went instead to Talon projects. I'll give you one guess as to who was in charge of the grant committee.
Dr. Jeffrey Whitfield?
That's very astute, Major.
Looks like Creighton's our man. Do we know where we can find the ex-professor now?
Absolutely. Last known location, a basement room he used as lab space.
Provided by an alternate university.
They're troublemakers, Major, known to support a protest movement against the Talons. Just the kind of place someone like Creighton would hide out. Let's get moving, Major. The assault team's already assembled.
We really need all this muscle? We're not exactly invading Normandy. Resistance know anything about this guy, Creighton?
Yeah, he tried to join a couple of years ago, but they turned him down.
They turned away an MIT professor who wanted to help?
Well, Creighton was only interested in his own personal vendetta against the Talons. Doris had him pegged as an extremist.
Looks like he was right.
Stand aside.
This is private property. You got some kind of warrant to barge in here?
I'm the chief protector of the Talon delegation, and I'm giving you 5 seconds to get out of my way.
I don't care who you are. We still have our rights as free citizens in a free country. You're making a big mistake. People are going to hear
Nobody home. He must have known we'd track him here.
Let's hope he didn't leave behind any surprises.
Look for documentation of his work. Notes, computer files, anything that will tell us what he's up to.
Sorry I couldn't be there in person. I thought it wiser to keep on the move.
Hiding only makes you seem more guilty.
Oh, I admit my guilt freely. I am proud of my accomplishments.
I need an immediate trace of all signals entering this room.
You're proud of killing 2 innocent people?
Innocent? They were a Talon and a collaborator conspiring to suppress independent thought. They forced me out because I refused to pledge allegiance to the alien oppressors. But I wasn't defeated. No. I managed to complete my work in spite of them. And now the whole world has witnessed my proof.
As far as I can see, the worst thing the Talons have done to you is cut off your funding. How does that justify murder?
To demonstrate that there is still one human being who can outthink an alien. That we are still a force to be reckoned with.
You sure that's what you're doing? You're just trying to rationalize your anger.
You just don't understand. You can't, well, you just can't. Well, you work for the so-called companions. Overseers is more like it.
I'm willing to listen.
Give me a trace.
Oh, no. You won't be able to trace anything back to me. I've patched this through a dozen different transmitters. But you see what you're doing there? You see, the Talons have you trying to track down a fellow human being. How can you be a party to the subjugation of your own flesh, your own race?
It's not as simple as you think.
Oh, stop! You disgust me.
Get down!
Am I finally losing my mind, or did that bomb just appear out of thin air?
And of course, I realized that we were dealing with an extraordinary kind of technology, but I had to be absolutely sure you understand.
Can you cut to the chase, Augur?
Liam, please. If you're not going to pay me for my expert advice, then at least allow me the pleasure of telling this in my own way.
Give me an A, give me a U, give you G-U-R. Go, Augur! Woo!
Yeah, speaking of payments, have we ever discussed licensing fees for this?
All right. Look, I found Creighton's research grant application, you know, the one that was turned down. Well, guess what? He's researching the quantum displacement of subatomic particles.
Okay. And?
Okay, well, how am I gonna explain this? Okay, quantum theory holds that subatomic particles can simply jump instantaneously from one place in space to another, right? If all matter is composed of subatomic particles, then Creighton theorized that anything can jump instantaneously through space, right? And it looks like he's found a way to really do it. I mean, somehow this man has created the first teleportation device in history.
You mean something like an interdimensional portal?
Well, no, see, that's the extraordinary part of it. Listen. ID travel requires a huge power generator, as in a portal or a shuttle engine. But even then, it can only create a shorter, quicker pathway between 2 points, right? Sort of like a wormhole through which the normal body can travel. But with a teleporter, oh my gosh, you could instantaneously transport an object to any point in space, even within another solid object.
Wait, how is this possible? Even the Talons don't have this kind of technology.
Lily, is it so difficult to believe that a human scientist could have come up with it before the Talons did? I mean, maybe they're not as far ahead of us as they'd like us to think.
Exactly what Creighton said he was trying to prove.
Right.
Can you tell how the device actually works?
Well, no, not without getting my hands on it. But I assume that he'd have to know the precise location of both the object he's sending and the target destination, right?
He had a direct line of sight to both of the murder victims.
This illegal search and seizure is just the latest example of the Talon's disregard for basic human rights.
I'm the chief protector of the Talon delegation, and I'm giving you 5 seconds to get out of my way.
I don't care who you are. We still have our rights as free citizens in a free country.
Yes.
5.
Hey.
Police state?
The Talons are guests on this planet, and they should be expected to act accordingly. I call upon the Talon companions and our leaders to draft a formal agreement to respect and obey human laws.
Fully 86% of the population believe that the Talons should be held to the same standards of behavior as humans.
This is exactly what I've been saying all along.
It's official. He is a politician.
Equality before the law is the heart of any democracy, including, I hope, our own.
I've been called to the mothership. Zor wants to have a chat.
Yeah, I bet he does.
I had an unpleasant conversation with President Thompson today. He is greatly concerned that this public incident reflects badly on him and his association with the Talons. He believes it will damage his chances for re-election.
He has nothing to worry about. This whole thing will be forgotten by next week.
The President does not share your optimism. He has insisted that you be relieved of your duties.
I've been conducting this investigation with the same dedication I've given you for the past 3 years, Zor.
Yes, but this time your dedication was caught on camera. It was foolish of you to invoke your authority as a protector. Have you forgotten that you are still an agent with the FBI?
No, I haven't, but...
Then you should at least have maintained the appearance of operating under their jurisdiction, instead of exposing us all to this public humiliation.
Are you asking for my resignation?
No. I do not take orders from any human. President or not. Major Kincaid. You must find this man, Creighton. If our scientists are correct in their analysis, then he possesses a new and extremely dangerous form of technology. A teleportation device.
How could a human scientist develop a technology like that without the Talons even being aware of it? You must have known what Creighton was researching.
Yes. We reviewed his request for funding 3 years ago. His theories of matter displacement had already been discovered by Talon scientists on the homeworld. They attempted to develop a teleportation technology, but were unsuccessful.
And that is why you want us to take Creighton alive, so he can show you how he did it.
As a more evolved species, Talons are better suited to deciding the best use of this technology. The inventor himself has proven that it does not belong in human hands.
Especially the human military, or even worse, the Resistance.
Then you understand the urgency of your assignment.
Lily, Zor knows that Creighton has a teleporter. He wants to grab it for himself.
I just talked to Doors. He thinks it might be necessary to kill Creighton if that's the only way to keep him out of Talon hands.
Are you comfortable with that?
No.
Then let's make sure it doesn't come down to that choice. I'll try to delay sound of I'll get every resistance cell looking for Creighton and motivate Augur to think up some way to track him down fast.
There is another matter we should discuss. Da'an will be attending a private meeting with the human political leaders to offer a formal apology for the incident with the students. I believe the public would be reassured to know that such a meeting is taking place. I want you to leak that information through unofficial channels. human internet, perhaps.
Wouldn't it be safer to keep the meeting secret until it's over? If Creighton finds out about it, Dawn would surely become a target.
Of course, I will rely on you to keep a very close watch on Da'an with all the surveillance technology at your disposal. If Creighton does attempt an assassination, the teleporter's energy readings might lead you to him.
Creighton will probably be close by, but I still gotta be able to reach him in time to save Dawn's life.
All that I or the Synod can expect is for you to use your best efforts.
I believe I understand.
Then I suggest you begin at once.
Be interested in seeing what my internet tracking subroutine has picked up lately?
Show me. Hey, Lily, come here, take a look at this. The computer is programmed to monitor the internet for keywords and phrases like Talon's, resistance, Geridian invasion, you know, words like that, right? Well, in the past hour, the word Da'an has been popping up like crazy.
Attending a secret meeting with human leaders. Okay, come on. If it's so secret, the Talons would never let word of it get out. Unless
the Or is using Da'an as bait to lure Creighton.
He's a perfect target. And Creighton's been working his way up from Director of Portal Research to Talon Technical Liaison.
To the North American companion himself.
Da'an is a sitting duck. Which means so is Liam.
When did Zora leak the fact that Dawn would be here?
About an hour ago.
Yeah, if Creighton holds true to pattern, he'll have to be somewhere near you to target his attack.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, and I'll watch your back. I've tapped into the NSA's monitoring system.
With their permission, I'm sure.
Of course. And if I detect any strange energy readings in your area, I'll give you as much warning as I can.
Thanks. We have a problem. Creighton may know about this meeting, and if he does, you're not safe. We should call it off.
There are important issues to be resolved here today. We have already taken precautions of selecting the room at random and sealing it against intruders. That should be sufficient.
I don't think you understand. Zora's setting you up as bait for Creighton.
That may be, but a human and a Talon have been killed. Perhaps with the proper security arrangements, I should risk my own safety to help stop the man responsible.
Zoor wouldn't.
True, but I am not Zoor.
All the same, I'm keeping your pilot in your shuttle on standby.
I am very grateful that you have agreed to meet with me today in the interest of preserving good relations between our races. If any action of the Talons or our human colleagues has offended you, I deeply regret it. And I ask for your forgiveness on behalf of us all.
Hunt is on, Talon.
I've got energy readings all over the building.
In the conference room?
No, not so far.
Let's contact Liam.
Diplomatic immunity will apply to the companion for each country.
But not their staff members.
Creighton's using the teleporter. He's got to be close by. Search the building. Make sure he can't possibly get a line of sight on Dawn.
Very well. Companions only.
space teleporting in there is pretty small, and it doesn't stay very long in the same location. It's like a mouse taking a quick peek.
Wait, maybe that's it. Could he be using some kind of surveillance device?
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
That way he wouldn't have to even be anywhere near the building to find his target. Can you find the source of the teleportation?
Oh, no, not without shifting the scan off Liam into on.
Ah, forget about it. Stay focused on them. We want to give them as much warning as possible in case he finds them.
Right.
Liam, we think he's hunting you with a spy camera.
Refocus all sensors to find the source of these energy projections. Scan the entire city. Zor, Creighton is going after Dawn. I believe we will find him.
Agreed. Talon companions will be responsible for respecting the laws of the country that they serve.
Gotcha. He just hit the conference room.
Liam, get out of there. He knows where you are.
Everybody out!
Shuttle.
We've got another hit.
There's another teleportation right behind you.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
It jumped 20 meters ahead of you to the left, but you should have a clear pathway down the hallway to the right, toward the emergency exit doors.
Can you locate Creighton?
No, not while I'm helping you.
Then stop helping us. If you picked up these energy traces, you can bet the Talons have too. Find Creighton before they do.
He's right. Redirect the scan.
But they'll be defenseless.
Yeah, I know that. Just do it.
Tell the launch bay to prepare my shuttle. Contact security at the embassy and have them meet me at these coordinates. Alert Zor. We're going after Creighton.
Almost there. Creighton, Talon. Just listen to me first. I understand you better than you think. Know some of the same people, good friends of mine. You approached them 2.5 years ago, but it didn't work out. Maybe if it had, things would be different right now.
Resistance?
We all share the same concerns about the future of humanity. Maybe it's not too late for us to work together.
Yes, I got a fix on Creighton's location.
Send the coordinates to my shuttle.
Think about this, Creighton. Killing people, killing Da'an, won't get you what you want. It won't give you your old life back. The world has changed, but it's still up to you how you want to leave your mark on it. As a man of science, who's kept the spirit of human innovation alive, or as a cold-blooded killer?
Center. The teleporter's energy readings are coming from here.
How'd you know that?
Blame his day on my shuttle scanner. Wasn't on yours?
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations! Not a bad piece of detective work.
Put it down, Creighton.
And let you hand over my life's work to the Talons? I don't think so.
Put it down right now!
Eat him alive!
Kincaid? More trouble. Creighton just teleported himself out of here.
Liam, I picked up the energy signature where Creighton landed. It's in a warehouse only a few blocks from here.
Good, meet me there.
Wait a minute. We're talking extra hazard pay here, right?
We're talking about getting your hands on that teleporter device. Who knows, maybe Creighton will share the merchandising rights.
On my way.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Not now. I've got a job for you.
Looks like we beat Sandoval here.
Don't worry about him. Even as we speak, my holographic assistant is generating a false energy reading, which looks like a teleporter signal, but it's twice as strong. And it just so happens to be coming from a transmitter on the other side of town.
Leading Sandoval on a wild goose chase? I bow to the master prankster.
I'd love to see his face right about now.
This can't be right. Creighton isn't there.
I'm just showing you what's on the scanner. He must have sent us a false signal to throw us off track.
Reset the scanners. Look for the real energy signature.
I'm on it. But, this might take a couple of minutes.
Checked this place out before. Creighton used to rent storage space here.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, he'd have to know the layout of the place he was teleporting himself to. Exact dimensions of the room.
Our agents must have moved it when they searched here. Oh. Can't you teleport yourself out of here?
Wouldn't help. I'd still have internal injuries. Well, maybe we can get you to a hospital. No! The Talons would come after me. Can't let them find out what I know about the teleporter. And you. I should have listened to you. Joined forces. Instead of pursuing my revenge. I'm sorry.
It's not too late. We can still save you.
Oh. There's only one way I can protect my secrets. You know that as well as I do.
Are you sure he hasn't teleported somewhere else?
Our sensors have picked up no new energy signals for the past 20 minutes. Maybe he finally ran out of power. Backup teams, converge on this signal.
What are you doing?
Entering target coordinates to teleport this device.
Where?
Into itself. In 20 seconds. I suggest you go.
There must be another way.
50. Liam, it's going to cause an antimatter explosion. There's going to be a very, very big bang. Let's go. 10. Liam, let's go.
You all right?
I think so.
Well, then you better get out of here before every cop in town shows up.
Nothing. Not even the smallest fragment of that device.
It must have been atomized in the blast.
I'll send the forensics team back in there one more time just in case.
You made it back.
Safe and sound. Did you find anything?
The teleporter was completely destroyed.
Square one.
They don't have it. We don't have it.
You know, we're not actually back at square one. I mean, I still have a record of all the emissions from the teleportation process.
And you can bet the Talons do too.
Yes, and you can bet also that they're trying as hard as I am to find out how that device actually worked. You know, sooner or later, one of us is gonna figure it out. It's just a matter of who's smarter.
Augur, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Ra, let's hope she's right.
Well, no one's questioning my brilliance, but I won't lie to you, this could take me a lifetime.
At least we know a human already got there first. Ahead of the Talons.
Which means we have a chance. If we fight them, we can win.